about how you can focus your customer success efforts around two key objectives: more logins and more revenue. I mentioned in that video that there were a couple of edge case exceptions, or a few edge case exceptions, and a few of you wrote in to ask what those exceptions were. So I thought I'd take this video to talk about those exceptions. Now, in our work, we've come across 4 exceptions, but the nature of edge cases is that there are always more of them. There's a long tail. So I'm sure there are additional ones, but these, the list that we have is pretty good. So let's talk about edge case number 1. The user is very busy extracting data from your product or service. Now, we see this a lot when there's a service that has reports, or it has images or something that can be downloaded from the service. We see a pattern of extreme activity right before a quit. So it may look like the user is being very active and very successful, but in fact, they're extracting everything before they quit. So that's edge case number 1. Number 2 is that the user is very confused. So this happens when you have a complex product where the user is clicking around and really isn't getting value from the product. They're just kind of clicking in frustration. So that's edge case number 2, where they look active, but they're actually not having a valuable experience. Edge case number 3 is the user is looking at your pricing or account management page. Now, this is often something that users do right before they quit. They try to figure out why they're paying so much for something that they're not getting value from. So usually these customers don't last for very long after they start checking out the pricing page. And edge case number 4, your product simply doesn't lend itself to daily usage. I know of some products that have a very seasonal usage pattern where, in one season or around birthdays or holidays, there's a very high rate of usage. And then simply the product doesn't lend itself to day-by-day usage. So measuring daily activity or monthly activity doesn't make sense for those kinds of products. So there you have it. Those are the 4 edge cases that we've seen at Sparked. Again, I'm sure there are more, so write in and let us know if you have any other ones that are interesting. Those are the ones that we know about, the prime ones that we've seen across a number of clients. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.